Welcome to Harvest Love Yoga. My name is Christina, and this is a 30-minute flow to open up your hips and your shoulders and send some love to those areas that often hold a lot of tension, a lot of emotion. So find a comfortable seat on your mat, and we'll begin in stillness before we begin moving. You can bring soles of the feet together or cross your legs, or you can even lay down if that's most comfortable to you. Find some stillness. Find your breath. Thank yourself for making the time to connect with your spirit, to connect with your body, to treat yourself with care and love. Bring your hands to heart center. Acknowledge all that your body and your brain and your heart are doing right now to support you. Continue to find a deep, steady breath from within. And you make your way into child's pose. Toes are together, knees are spread wide, hips sinking back, resting on your feet. Let your heart melt into the earth. Bring your forehead to the mat, shoulders are opening gently. You can spread your fingers wide, pressing your hands into the mat to further open the shoulders. Feeling where your body is in space, bringing yourself into your body one breath at a time. And with each breath, we can release, let go. On your next inhale, push up into tabletop position. Make your spine long. Wiggle your hips back and forth. Press your hands into the mat and find some big hip circles. Circling back to the heels, around the side, forward, around the side again. And breathe with each circle, finding a rhythm that connects your breath and body. Let's begin to circle the other way, or add in other movements that your body is calling for here right now in this gentle warming up part of our class. Follow your intuition. Find a still tabletop and exhale into cat, pulling the belly in, letting the tailbone and head drop to the earth. Inhale, gaze comes up and tailbone follows up to the sky into a cow. Exhale, round the spine, pull the belly in, puff up the back into cat. On your next inhale, find cow, drop the belly. Gaze comes forward and up. Collarbones are broad. Find a neutral tabletop. Tap out the toes, the tops of the feet. Let's move into thread the needle. Lift the right hand to the sky and exhale. Swim it under the left shoulder, bringing the right cheek to the mat. Walk the left hand forward and settle in. You can take a bind with your left arm if that's in your practice, or you can keep it on the mat. Place the left hand, palm on the mat as you prepare to lift out of your thread the needle pose, lifting the right arm, finding a small counter stretch. Exhale, brings you to tabletop. Shift your hips from side to side, leveling out. Let's thread the needle on the left side, lifting the left arm, thread it underneath the right shoulder, left cheek to the mat. And settle in here, finding your variation that serves you today. Inhale through the nose. Exhale softly through the nose. Place the right palm on the mat as you lift the left arm out and up, taking a counter stretch and then setting it back down, finding tabletop. Integrate. Walk your hands, one handprint forward. Tuck the toes. Press into the feet. Send the hips high. Downward facing dog as you exhale deeply. Walk your dog out, bending into both knees. Coming up onto your tiptoes. Shaking out your head, yes and no. Inhale, lift the right leg, three-legged down dog. Level out the hips. Flex the lifted heel. Exhale, step the right foot up to meet your hands. Take as many movements as you need to get there. Settle into a low lunge. Inhale, twist, raising the right arm to the sky. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Widen your stance, preparing for high crescent. Inhale, engage the core as you raise up into a high crescent lunge. All 10 toes are facing forward, back heel stays lifted. Notice where your hips are facing. They should be squaring towards the top of your mat. Keep a micro bend in your back leg, arms reaching overhead. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Exhale, airplane arms, bow forward. Keep your lower body strong and stable. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms overhead once again. Exhale, open up into a warrior two. Feel that right hip open. The left foot is sealed to the mat. Arms are reaching out in opposite directions. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Bringing the left arm overhead. Right arm can rest on the right leg or hover over near the inside of the right leg. Gaze can be up. Feel long in both sides of your body. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm comes up and over. Bend deeply into your lunge. And on your exhale, return back to your low lunge. Step back into plank. Take one deep inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, elbows squeezing in as you lower with control. Tops of the feet flip to beyond the mat. Forehead or chin to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Engage your lower back. Little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, lower down onto your belly and bend your legs so that you can release your lower back. Windshield wiper your legs back and forth, allowing the baby cobra heart opener to be integrated. Inhale, full cobra, pressing more weight into your hands this time, squeezing the elbows in, pressing the pelvis and legs into the mat, engaging the legs. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Opposite cheek to the mat this time, and if it feels good, you can wiggle the hips or windshield wiper your bent legs like last time. Exhale, lower your legs, extending them down to the mat. Inhale, push back into tabletop, all fours. Prepare for downward facing dog as you exhale, pressing the hips high. You've got this. We'll do all of that on the left side. Keep up the great work. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Three-legged down dog. Flex that lifted heel. Exhale, with control, bring the left foot in between our hands. Plant the right hand, lift the left arm, twist, inhale. Exhale, set both hands on the mat. Prepare for high crescent lunge. Widen your stance maybe. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms reach overhead. All 10 toes are facing towards the top of the mat. Lower your hips as you sink into your lunge. Notice how your shoulders are stacked over the hips. Exhale, airplane arms. Bow forward. One long line, head all the way to your back heel. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, find warrior two. Open up the shoulders, opening up the left hip. Guide your left knee towards the outer edge of your left foot. Back heel sealed to the mat. Arms are reaching in opposite directions. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Gaze up to open the chest. Inhale brings you up to reverse warrior. Gaze can be down or up. Exhale, spiral the hands to the mat. Find your plank. Deep inhale here, and exhale, lower to your belly. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Inhale, Cobra, engage the legs. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog, home base. Allow your head to relax in between your biceps. Shift your weight into a high plank as you inhale and come forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Deep inhale and a deep exhale, extending the right arm, supporting your body with your left arm. Inhale as you lift the left leg and roll to the outside edge of your right body. Planting or allowing your left foot to touch the ground. Inhale as you roll back to center on your stomach. Shift your hips from side to side. We'll prepare for this hip opener and shoulder opener on the other side. Extending the left arm, lifting the right leg. If your right toes touch the floor, that's great. If not, that's great too. Left cheek is on the mat. Right arm supporting your body. Supporting the twist. Breathe here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, wiggle your hips side to side. Prepare for Locust, hands down by the side, palms are down. Inhale, lift the chest, arms, legs. Send energy through the fingertips and the toes. Gaze down at the mat to keep a long spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Downward facing dog, home base. Deep breath here. And exhale. Inhale, you can lift your right leg. Three-legged down dog. Or you can come into a hip opener. Dog at the fire hydrant. Bend the right knee. Inhale. Lengthen the leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do the same with our left leg. Inhale, lift the left leg, three-legged down dog. Exhale into your hip opener, bending the left knee, letting the hips roll open. Roll out the foot. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. All of your fingers and toes pressing into the earth. Come into tabletop to find half pigeon. Let's take a round of cat-cow while we're here in tabletop to integrate all that we've done. Half pigeon, right knee slides forward from tabletop to meet your right wrist. Check over both shoulders to notice your hips and how they are leveled out. Make sure that the left leg is straight from the hips all the way back to the heel. You can lower down into sleeping pigeon or you can stay in half pigeon. Press the right shin into the mat to engage the inner thigh. Acknowledge whatever is coming to you at this moment, and be simply an observer of your thoughts. Continue to breathe into the right hip. Release the shoulder muscles, the neck muscles. Continue to breathe as you lift yourself out of sleeping pigeon and send your right knee back to meet the left tabletop. Shift your hips from side to side. And when you're ready, come into half pigeon with your left knee sliding forward to meet the left wrist. Once again, gaze over both shoulders. Make sure that right leg is straight from the hips to the toes. Your leg is in alignment. Stay here, or you can lower down into sleeping pigeon, coming onto your forearms. Gliding your left hip back and your right hip forward to encourage your hips to level out. Breathe into the heart space, into the front and back of your heart. Come back to gratitude for the time that you've given yourself to be on the mat today. Release the tongue from the top of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Inhale, come back up onto your hands if you're not already there. And adjust your legs so that they meet in tabletop once again. Cross your feet, sit back. Extend your legs out long into a staff position. Feet are flexed. Knees are bent as much as you need. Shift your hips back, creating space in the lower back, creating a long spine. Exhale, lower down into your final forward fold of class. Reaching for the toes, but your hands can rest anywhere. Raise your arms to the sky and lower down onto your back all the way. Moving into our surrender series, allow the earth to support you. Walk your knees out so that they are on the edges of the mat. Breathe in and find a supine twist, dropping your knees to one side. Arms can be in a cactus position or outstretched long. Drop your gaze opposite of your knees, both shoulders drawing to the mat. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Maybe wiggle your hips out, and then drop your knees the opposite direction this time, allowing your eyes to be closed or find a soft gaze. Smile as you inhale and smile as you exhale. Allowing your heart to be open, just like we've gently opened our hips and our shoulders. Walk your feet in so that they're in alignment with your hips. Take your right knee, draw it into your chest, and find figure four, bringing the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Draw the left leg into the body, if that is where you'd like to bring your figure four today. If you need more sensation, take the shin and bring it into your chest. And lower down, drawing your right knee into the chest. Switching legs, drawing your left knee into the chest now to prepare for supine figure four on this side. Left ankle comes to the top of the right thigh and lift the right leg. Releasing tension in our neck that we may be holding, or in our forehead, maybe rolling out our right ankle. Keep the left foot flexed and engaged. Draw your leg closer if you need more intensity as the stretch goes on. And lower both feet to the mat. Draw both knees into the chest, everything pulling in to midline. Let's find a gentle version of happy baby, opening up the knees, keeping the feet together. And now find full happy baby. The feet are stacked over the knees. Hands are reaching for either the feet or the toes, the ankles. Come out of happy baby. When you're ready, draw everything in towards your midline and settle down into Shavasana, extending your legs long, letting your arms drop to the side. Bring your hands over your heart with love. Wiggle your feet out to release the ankles. Carry this positive energy into the rest of your day. Congratulations on making time to care for yourself in this very loving, very reverent way. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. The light in me sees the light in you. Bowing to the teacher in each of you. Namaste.